Hello everyone. I decided to make a dress-up game because of my obsession with Infinity Nikki, and that's why we are here today. I decided to make my own little dress-up game, but I'm doing it my way. All the dresses and the blouses and outfits are inspired by like gothic Lolita because that's what I usually wear, but not only gothic Lolita, so there will be sweet Lolita and classic Lolita as well. So basically Lolita fashion, which is really fashion inspired by Rococo and Victorian eras. So basically that, so lots of frilly dresses in this game. I started I think 2 weeks ago, and then I did title screen on the first week, did lots of concept art, ugly drawings here, like some trying to like make a concept art of a hat, and this was the concept art for Sweet Lolita, the concept art for Gothic, and some hairstyles. And then I started coding the at first I did the title screen, and I wanted the character to bob like this up and down, and so I did this thing with paths. I'm gonna put the code on the screen, but basically someone on Reddit would like use this code, so I just copy pasted. After that I had a thing like pop like this on the name of the game, so I just did a title screen and moved on to the next screen, which would be the creating your character screen. The options are the front of the hair, the back of the hair, which are different layers, and then the colors of the hair and blouses you choose, which are base of sweet, gothic and classic. Each blouse has its separate assortment of colors for it. When we started doing the character creator screen, things got really like difficult for me because I didn't know how to code menu, and there wasn't lots of tutorials for it that were extremely beginner friendly because I never coded a game before, and I'm getting help online, but it's just really incomprehensible. Sometimes I just copy a code that I see someone posting on the forums and use it. I don't really understand it, but it's there. I started setting up the positions for the boxes. To set up the positions for the boxes, I remember I used draw text because I'm using Game Maker Studio 2, so I used draw text and then set the position of the text, draw sprite to set the position of the boxes. This was actually a part that I thought would be really hard, but it wasn't at all. So I set up this shader called Retro Palette, and then I could change the palette, but it was way simpler than I thought initially. I was thinking something way more complex than what it actually was. So basically what I did was I did these little images that have these little squares, and each square is a color, and whatever color that you want changed in a sprite, you put on this like first line of little squares. So like first color, second color, third color, and then you can put as many colors as you want there, while being reasonable because I think this is resource intensive or something, like may make performance bad at some point, but I don't care about that now. For skin color, I put the skin color and then shadow lighting, and for the blouse same things, first line, and on the second line you put the second option, and the third line the third option, and that it goes like that. So that was actually really easy to set up because then I used the code pulse swap set, and then I put the sprite, and then I set features, and then I had there like the skin color, hair color, front hair, back hair, blouse, and blouse color. So basically I don't really know what features does, but I'm just winging it. And then I had features, I had separations. I know that features type of array stuff, I don't really understand, but I know that what it does at the moment on the game, separate the types of hair Front hair have short fringe parted ringlets, long fringe hime cut, sideways wavy. And then back has devilish horns, wavy long hime ringlets, electric punk, left ponytail, twin ponytails, and so on and so forth. And then for the blouse, there's just 3 options: sweet, classic, and gothic blouse. So that's basically what I'm doing now, using the features, using the palette thing. So basically that's all that I have for the game for now. The story is about this girl living the countryside of Japan, and she wants to go to Harajuku and become a model there. And so she's gonna do these challenges that she has to dress up. So this is how you get points in the game and how you get money in the game to buy more clothes. But also, she's gonna do all sorts of odd jobs to get money to buy clothes. These odd jobs will give you these mini games that will be inspired by WarioWare. But not as crude as WarioWare. You can work on a bakery, and then you have to do a little like scone, be a hand on the screen that goes from side to side, and you have to press on the correct moments. And that's the kind of thing I'm aiming for now. And it's not gonna be just food related stuff. It will be like lots of odd jobs that she does, and then that will be the main gameplay besides the dress up. So doing odd jobs, getting money, buying clothes, doing like modeling challenges so she can become a model in Harajuku and become a model for a Lolita brand, which is her dream. So basically living my dreams through this character in this game. And I'm just super like hype for this, excited to explore this character. And she has a BFF as well that is like the cutest little thing. Oh yeah, the second week I also added like JSON implementation. I use JSON files, and then my text is read on the game through the JSON files. It's a bit strange. I can put on the screen what I'm doing for this, the pile of code for this, but basically Game Maker will read these files that I put on this folder, I think it's strings folder, and then it reads on the game, and then I can use that file later to want to translate the game. And it's also easier to just type all the text of the game in these files. So basically I did that stuff for strings as well, but it's very, you can see much of that in the game. It's very code stuff. And I did lots of little dresses as well, and I'm very excited to create different types now. But I'm focusing on now finishing this screen where the main character talks with her best friend before she goes to Harajuku, where she will go onto this selection screen where you can select between sweet, gothic, and classic. And then from that screen onwards, you can then go to this part that has a big map to choose gothic, and that will show it will show a big map, and you can choose which shops you go to, because there's several gothic shops for you to go to. And after you choose one, you can make a wish list of the items you want, and that wish list becomes a quest, because then you will know how much money you have to save. And that becomes your next quest, like how to get this money to buy those clothes. After you get the money, you aren't obligated to buy the exact clothes that you saw before, but you get this money, and then you can go back to the shop. And to get the money, you do the mini games. So that's the back and forth I thought for now. And I think next week I will try to do one of the mini games, and I'm very scared about that, so wish me luck. And also give me any ideas you guys have for mini games, because for now I only have this idea of the hand going like this for the whipped cream sweet shop. Just give me any ideas that you guys may have. I hope you enjoyed watching, and bye.